Hi legends, right now I am seated on more than 10 hours of exclusive footage that I got from the Blizzard headquarters. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal everything yet, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of new features that are coming into Diablo Immortal that gonna announce yesterday. Man, yesterday we had like the longest patch of Diablo Immortal that I ever read. It took me like more than 1 hour to just like go through it and make my commentary, but it doesn't end up here because there's actually more things that got announced on the Chinese patch notes that it says that we actually gonna have a new gem surge. Yes, I know it is a pay-to-win event that you can put your crest and you're gonna be able to upgrade, but even for the free-to-play or low spender, it is great. You're gonna have new free crests, you're gonna have normal gems, and you will still gonna be able to upgrade your gems in terms of quality. Which gems are we talking about? It's gonna be the new blood flow that you're gonna get it for free, and the other one, it is gonna be the sweeping bile. However, people are still quite mad that he says like there is a filler content, that this doesn't look like a major patch, and I completely understand. Like at this stage, all we want is to play the new class. So a lot of excitement goes through the new class. So whenever you saw this major patch that no new class came, not even like maybe it's some game modes or new dungeons or something like new, you feel like, okay, this is just like more of the same. So I completely understand. Like we already know that we always gonna have new ancestors, new gems and all things, but there are still some things that I feel like we can be slightly excited for the future, which is, for me, in my opinion, what is going to be the ancient gear that I'm actually going to show you on this video. So the next thing I saw on this Reddit post, it says that we're going to start having some new blue free crests every day. Okay, we'll have to see. Also, there's going to be a way to turn off the visual effects from your teammates, and also the Phantom Cosmetic skin that I'm also going to show you is going to come to the new class. Yes, it is almost confirmed, right? And a new trading mode for BG's Rift and stuff. So I already tested all of these things. So most of these things are really coming to the game. So it's nice to actually know. So before I show you here the footage about like the Phantom Cosmetic, I'm going to tell you a little story, because like the reason why we actually have this new cosmetic, it is mainly due because, for example, Orat, I think also Risha, I also was part of like this conversation. People were asking for very dark, cosmetics, because that was something that we actually didn't had while we were inside the game. And I feel like it is quite needed. Like we never had like something like really dark. So when I envisioned this, I was like more looking into something more like the Nazgul, was something like we asked, but well, they gave us Maltiel, which is from Diablo 3. You guys let me know on the on my comment section that it comes from that. So these are all the variations that we're gonna have. I feel like when it comes like to the class and to the cosmetics, there's a few of them that in terms of detail, it is really clutch. I don't know if it was the PC that we were playing that it was godly, but playing Diablo Immortal in those PCs, in that specific client, I don't know if like Blizzard like really jacked up the settings, but it looks extremely clean, more clean than even on my game. So this actually has some wings cosmetics that I feel like I can actually, I'm going to show you later on while I am playing with the character, and they look like very good. I mean, to me, it is a dark, fantasy one that I've been waiting for. I feel like the Crusader is looking like a blast. I feel like the Necromancer, the male version, is looking really slick, which most of the times I'm actually not a huge fan. Here, when it comes like to the female version, I feel like the Necromancer female, I just don't like her posture. It's not like a, I don't know, it's not a feminine posture. I just not a huge fan. Here it is the Blood Knight female. Then we have the Blood Knight male. Man, the Blood Knight male is always one of the top dogs when it comes to this. And then of course we're gonna have here the Tempest, also pretty nice, but I'm a fan of the female one. So these are going to be the ones that are coming into the game, and I cannot show you for the new class because I had to remove it, but it was there. Then we're gonna have here all the new helmets, so you're gonna be able to actually go and craft these by pretty much just doing Eliquariums, then the daily dungeon, and also we're gonna be able to, I think I'm gonna show you here also another thing, yeah, also like your daily codex, so like those chests that you get. So 3 ways to get it. Personally, I actually asked on my community post if people want this, you know, new ancient gear, which is like the mythical version, like the Uber. Like if you ever played Diablo 3, it's the primals. If you ever played Diablo 4, it's like the Uber, the mythical items. And I feel like Diablo Immortal kind of needs like some item chase. I know that a lot of people say, no, I don't want to deal with that. You know, like it's the same as the legendary runes. They are actually gonna take a big long time to just like grab. I just prefer to have both options. If I drop it, I drop it, but if not, I have a safety net that I still can go and craft it. I understand that, you know, there are still like 5 helmets that you can get. Like this first one, it is really good, but it is mainly for PvE, right? Like we have damage while moving, we have beneficial factoration, we have critical chance, and crit damage. I mean, like, what else do you need, right? But then we have other ones. For example, this one here, it is mainly for PvP. It's gonna increase the damage to the players, add some accuracy. Can be like pretty good for Demon Hunter, for example, or anything that, you know, is just like wants to have a lot of damage at one time. Then we're gonna have the first strike, where this primary attacks has 5% of you. You guys remember like on Vanguard that effect that you know, this Icy Queen comes and like just chills everyone around. So this will be able to happen. Also, you're gonna be able to have like this tanky one, which is like really good. I feel like this one here is quite broken, especially if you want to go as a tanky. And then there's like also like this new one. So while I was recording this, I remember I was speaking with the in-game designer, and we were discussing this. I was asking him at the time, it's like, is this a bug? Because there is no RNG. Are you really telling me that for the first time in Diablo Immortal, we are actually gonna get something that is gonna be deterministic? No RNG, I don't have like to roll these like 5 helmets just to try to get a good one. And they said, no. Once you have one, you're gonna be able to drop it, or you're gonna be able to craft it. And I'm saying, okay, I like it. All good. This one is also a pretty interesting helmet, especially for skill cooldown. But probably I will not go with this one. Personally, I really like this one. This is the one I crafted. Then here you're gonna be able to see me using the new 2-star, and I'm also using the 5-star and the 1-star at the same time. So if you see here, I am proccing the new 5-star, and you can see the wings, man. Like this is on the Barbarian. I mean, like, these are the 6K wings, so they are already looking quite big, in my opinion, compared like to any other thing that we had in the past. I feel like it looks pretty good, not gonna lie. Obviously on my chicken wings, they're not gonna look as good, we all know, but I can even imagine like if you're like a 13,000 wings guy, like how it's gonna be like. Probably it's gonna be like looking extremely massive. I can't wait to see. So if you're a big whale and you're gonna pull for this skin, then send me a screenshot. I really want to see it. Then I went to see here that you know, we're gonna be able to see the Infernos. We're gonna have Inferno 7, 8, and 9, and I went to check it out, like the new bosses. Unfortunately, by the time that I was recording this, the bosses were bugged. So if you went inside the boss, you actually gonna get like a, you know, the testing build will stop working. So well, I can hope to see in the future how these bosses really look like in game. They're looking like quite good. I like when we have like double bosses, like with 2 of them, and then we have these ones. And now I'm gonna show you the gauntlets. You're gonna have a weapon skin, and this is gonna be the armor cosmetic that you're gonna have. I mean, like, guys, yeah, what can I say? It's not that exciting, right? Like I looked at it and it's like, it's kind of okay, probably a skip. Well, I you know, they are free to get, in the sense that as long as you do the gauntlets 5, you're gonna get it. This is gonna be the portal for Gauntlet 6. A lot of people, you know, I see in the comments like complain about they not being able to do the gauntlet. If you're not able to do the gauntlet, don't worry. I also don't do it. I feel like in terms of rewards, it is very underwhelming. They need to bump up the rewards when it comes to this and change the way that the gauntlet really scales. Because like for me, I have most likely, probably at this stage, I mostly have the combat rate to actually do it, but it's not really worth my time to invest on it for a Portal Cosmetic that I don't even care. Or if they gave me like, oh, you're gonna receive like 50k plat, or you're gonna receive like 100 normal gems, or you're gonna give me like 50 I don't know, legendary crests. Yeah, I'm gonna be sweaty, man, but I'm not gonna be sweaty for a freaking portal that I don't even care. Like it doesn't matter, man. It's not even that good looking. You know what I'm saying? So they have to readjust here like a bit the gauntlets cosmetics and the way like it scales and all these things, so it is a bit more accessible and so people can get excited to chase. Remember how in Battlegrounds they started giving now 10 legendary crests, so people you know, want to reach to legend to get like a free pool? Well, bring more something like those things, but in PvE, because I know I'm a PvP dude, but man, I also like to PvE from time to time. Like, I would love to have some good actual challenge and not be just like almost exclusive content for like mid spenders or veterans from day one, or the like people that spend a lot of money in this game, right? There's always new players coming to the game. I am still a recent player. I've been playing this game for 1 year as a free to play, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's players that just started like 3 months ago, and this content, it is very blocked for that, which is fine. It's fine, I will say, but after a while I feel like you should give them the opportunity to try and just bump the rewards so people get more excited. Now then, we have here the new green set items. It's gonna add shock, and whenever the enemies are shocked, you actually is gonna create like a chain lightning. See it more like a void spark, you know, that's really how it looks. And then whenever you're gonna have these lightning blasts, now it's gonna surround you, and whenever you go through the mobs, you're gonna be able to shock them. When I looked at this, I saw like few opportunities, especially for Wizard. It looks quite broken, but I want to test it out to see how does he actually looks like. You're gonna see like a lot of chain lightnings. I also have like the void spark with me, so I have like double chain lightning, right? And it really feels like it's probably gonna be really good for farming, especially with other classes. But if you're not a class using the shocked, you most like shocked, like the shocked, if you guys don't know, what it does is it's gonna pretty much double your damage. It's gonna give like 50% more damage when it comes to the skill, which is really good. It is actually really good. So for these, you know, I just was roaming around. I was trying to test it out. Also, like this character, I mean, it is a testing character. It's not like that hot. Even like my free-to-play account was better than this 6k whale account, just because, you know, nothing was really optimized. So I can see that we're probably gonna have, you know, some niche set items, and probably this can be a new farming set item for open world instead of, for example, the 4 pieces of grace or the augments. Now we're gonna have here a new feature that I was quite excited to see. We're gonna have new legendary skills, which I feel like this is a smarter way than actually adding more Paragon pages. But a few of these ones are by the way, this is a testing server, so the image that are here does not really represent what they are actually coming onto the live service, but you will be able to see that we're gonna have new features, new legendary skills, like you probably already saw when it comes to the patch notes. But you see this one, Shepherds and Protector, each of your summons gains a shield. I mean, like, this seems like quite okay. Then we have another one, the Dead Release, one of the most famous. We have this one. I feel like this one is like probably one of the most broken ones, because you're gonna apply a Curse of Weakness that's gonna reduce their damage by 30%. I wondered if this is gonna be Strife. It gotta be Strife, but even if it is Strife, it's still 10% of damage. Every 10 seconds, I feel like that's really, really good. The other one is gonna be Soul Harvest. This one for me, it is AFK farming, 100%. Whenever you harvest the souls of the monsters around you, you're gonna get Absorbing Shield equals to 10% of your life. You're gonna be able to proc Nettle. You're gonna be able to, you know, reflect damage and all these things. Very easy to AFK farm like this. And also, it's gonna allow you to pretty much never die while you are AFK farming. So I mean, like, this one, it is I like to see that it's at least gonna have some use, which is nice. And last but not the least, we're gonna have this other one here. I think I was commenting with a guy next to me. I was like, bro, like, look at this, they are making AFK farming way easier. And this other one, it is, for example, for classes like Tempest, that whenever you use dashes, or even Demon Hunter is gonna be quite good. You're gonna have a blast of freezing ice around you, and you're gonna be able to apply some shield, which is gonna reduce that attack and movement speed. It's gonna occur every 10 seconds. I mean, quite good. 10 seconds is not a lot of time, and if it's gonna proc in PvP. But the most exciting part that I was thinking is this. So now inside the game, you actually have to wait until you have 80 points, which is really annoying because it's like you always have like those points that you cannot spend. Well, they actually now improve and they split those 80 points in 20 ranks. So you can actually just go here and start ranking them up to the max rank, which is 20. So like this, you're still gonna have incremental, an increase of power over time. You don't have to always wait for like 80 levels, which was like pretty annoying. So I really like this change. It was a good quality of life that they actually added to the game. And yeah, that was pretty much it. And I'm here just like putting the Paragon points. And for now, this is all I can show you. There is a lot more that I have to show you that I can't. Well, NDA, it is a B. So, well, guys, this is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed to see like this first look inside Diablo Immortal major update coming up tomorrow. And I see you guys on the live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, type cheese in the comments, and I see you on the next one. Peace.